Welcome back, everyone, to part 10 of Immortal Way of Life. Now, last episode, we did a lot of different quests. We started with our master quests, did some of the main story, and found out some rumors. Additionally, we crafted our spirit robe. Our cultivation itself did not make too much progress, but we obtained a 5G pill somewhere if I sort my inventory. Very, very crucial for later. But now let's check out my master's notification. Recently, Harvest Mountain has some evil cultivators. If you have the time, please deal with the situation. I will surely do so. Mount Harvest. I think Mount Harvest again. As you arrived at Mount Harvest, you could hear two people arguing. This is the territory of my Mount Harvest sect. Isn't it only fair for me to collect some tolls from passerbys? Why are you collecting tolls from us, but not from the 5 major sects? Clearly you are picking on us wandering cultivators. How do you know that the 5 great sects haven't given us any benefits? Stop talking nonsense. If you are not going to give me a toll, don't expect to gather medicine here. This should be the demonic cultivator the master's talking about. Does not sound too demonic. Yes, we don't like taxes, but come on. Using the reputation of the 5 great sects to deceive others. How can you avoid getting into trouble? Talking is useless. So apparently she is just stating that they are receiving benefits from the 5 great sects, but that's not the case. Look at how condensed my energy is now. Like almost only wood chi. Very clean, very quick fight. That's how we like to see it. After a fierce competition, the person quickly fell. Yep, we helped her deal with some matters. Master's order is complete. That was pretty quick. But now we will be doing one of the most necessary, or it's not necessary, but it's extremely useful tasks. But before we do that, we head to the Ifong Mana Deacon and upgrade our cave to the top grade Spirit Cave. 720k. We do have a good amount of money. Still 2.5 million left. And now the Dueling Terrace. One thing I will note. Before you do this quest, make sure that on one hand you are strong and secondly you have the breath control skill. You can easily die in the following quest. Also, once you have completed this quest, you cannot access Ifong Mana for I think 50 years. That's why I'm upgrading my cave beforehand. But let's head to the Dueling Terrace. On both sides of the street there was a sea of people surrounding the Duel Terrace, making it difficult to move. Curiosity got the better view and you approached as well. Another win. This person has won 3 consecutive rounds. In my opinion, he has a high chance of winning this time. Despite having high cultivation, wasting all efforts and thoughts to serve the Ning King, falling into the mundane world and being blinded by fame and wealth. Basically, you're insulting him. You're saying this person, instead of pursuing immortality, instead of pursuing cultivation, he is falling back into the mundane world, into mundane pleasures and serving a random as king. Hey, fellow Taoist, your words are mistaken. There are many who can build a foundation in this world, but only 1 in a million can reach the golden core formation stage. For those of us with average talent, being able to build a foundation is already lucky enough. Closing up for cultivation is unknown when it will happen. Life is short, so might as well enjoy riches and honor. I heard Ning King Mana recruits guest elders every year. It seems being a guest elder is not that easy. Let's interact with the steward. let's go on stage to compete. Yep, I am confident in myself. The situation and scenery makes you itch with the desire to use your skills, signaling the steward of the arena, and we jump onto the stage. Ha! Fellow Taoist, Jin's strength is indeed extraordinary, but I see that fellow Taoist you, which is us, is full of confidence and likely possesses formidable divine abilities as well. Whoever emerges victorious will be introduced to King Ning. You size up your opponent and realize they specialize in metal techniques. He has a handsome appearance, but for some reason there's a hint of hostility between his eyebrows. We don't think too much about it. Late foundation, metallic radiance, I really like it. It just feels like a really cool skill for metal builds. And here we go, insane fight ensues. Probably do something like that. Look at all of the wood I have. 236. I am enjoying this build a lot more now. This feels good. Your magic powers are superb. Jin more admires them greatly. That's just a way to refer to yourself in Chinese or like Chinese Xianxia novels. Jin is the surname and Mo is just like a form of address. He put away his folding fan and arched his hands towards you. Although there was a smile on his face, a gloomy expression still lingered on his face. You feel as if you were being stared at by a venomous snake, making you feel nauseous, so you dealt with it in a few words. Your divine skills truly broaden my horizon. Yeah, I know. I'm just that good. I may be a mortal cultivator, but I'm good. Want to meet Ning? It's my honor to serve him. Your Highness, this subordinate has brought the person. You lifted your head and looked towards the high throne where King Ning sat. The person had a withered appearance with a face and body that appeared twisted. His elegant clothing hung loosely on his thin frame, making him look particularly ridiculous. At that moment, your gaze coincidentally met his, and the cold gleam that flashed in his eyes filled you with fear. Rumors from outside claim that the Ning King is only at the early foundation cultivation, yet his aura is surprisingly terrifying. Yatao has not seen the world. This is the true Dragon Emperor of the mortal world. My god, he's a Dragon Emperor! However, from my observation, his dragon chi is dispersed and corroded by impurities. It's probably due to some strange techniques he practiced to extend his lifespan. Let's interact with him. Are you willing to join my team? I am willing to do the best for King Ning. Very good, very good. This king will send someone to arrange your accommodation, so follow the steward. After several twists and turns, you finally arrived at the residence of the guest elder. Yifeng City is known for its golden and jade colors, giving people a majestic and magnificent feeling. This place is even more magnificent and extravagant, showcasing the height of luxury. We have several options. Now I'll be picking the options which I know that work, because there's also the possibility that you simply die in this quest line, and since we are a no-death run so far, which is amazing, I love it. We did get our asses kicked once by that Earth Sect Elder, but she spared us at 1 HP. So let's wander around the house. Hello, you wander around the house, but did not see any other guest elders. Oh, isn't this you, the new guest elder, since you've come here? I was just looking for you. Let's inquire about the whereabouts of other guest elders. His face changed for a moment and he chuckled again. The Wang family, which is the royal family, does not restrict the actions of each guest elder. So it's likely they have either gone out or are cultivating in seclusion. You have just arrived as a guest elder here, and it's normal for you to not meet the others. There'll be plenty of opportunities in the future. I won't talk about these anymore. I almost delayed the important matter. Now, the reason I came to find you this time, as it's customary when a guest elder enters the palace, King Ning will bestow gifts. I have brought metal and silver treasures or soft jade with warm fragrance. Please choose wisely. This decision does not matter, but let's be honest. Soft jade with warm fragrance sounds like girls already, some like jade beauty, etc. We would care more about spirit stones. Metal and silver treasures hurry and greet the guest elder. Unbelievable. Even the lifeless objects in the King Ning manor can speak. You haven't recovered from the shock yet when two plain-looking women walked out from behind the steward. I have seen the guest elder. This servant's name is Metal and Silver. Respectfully greeting this elder, this servant's name is Treasure. You get the joke. After this, the two of you will be the guest elder's personal maid girls. Be sure to serve him carefully. You brought them back to your place completely baffled. Now we can rest for the day. And on the next day, we can do another tasks, enjoy ourselves, like feed on like a delicious meal, etc., wander around the house, take a day off, or go out for a walk. Perhaps due to the hosting of the Immortal Path conference, cultivators in the Foundation establishment stage can be seen everywhere on the streets and alleys of Yifeng City. This Immortal Path conference is him recruiting guest elders. Some merchants, seeing an opportunity to profit, set up stalls selling elixirs or spirit herbs. Just as you were about to approach one of the stalls, a sword made of gathered spiritual energy trembled and flew towards you. What is this? You can either, in case you're being robbed or are afraid of a scam, dodge it, avoid it, head back to the King Ning manor, or let's catch the flying sword and find out. You grabbed the sword and the aura gathered on the plate as if it were a thin thread, pointing towards a dark alley on the side of the road. Let's follow. This talisman has very little spiritual energy. Perhaps a cultivator is seeking help after being attacked in the alley. Let's follow and see what happens. After all, saving someone's life is akin to building a 7-story tall pagoda. You follow the guidance of spiritual energy and enter the hallway, where a strand of eerie aura fills the air. How could demonic chi appear here? Save me! It must be the person who released the talisman sword. Let's quickly go and check her injuries. Her muscles and veins are broken. Even gods and goddesses cannot save you. Fellow Taoist, do you have any unfulfilled wishes? I will do my best to fulfill them. Demonic cultivator, Jin, harm me. And yes, it says gold, but it actually means Jin, which could be translated as gold, but in this case is a name. The conversation was not yet finished. She leaned her head to one side, obviously out of breath. We must get rid of evil. The demonic cultivator suddenly appeared in Ningzhou, with most likely some hidden conspiracy behind it. We must find them. Jin. Speaking of the cultivator I fought against at the Immortal Path conference, he was also using metal attribute techniques. At that time, I felt his expression was different and he didn't seem like a good person. Could it be him? This person should have come for the sake of receiving a stipend as a guest elder. Perhaps he's in the King Ning manor. We could either enter there normally, we could enter and probe with our soul sense, We could restrain our breath and sneak in with the breath control technique I talked about, or don't do anything. Let's sneak in and restrain our breath. A somewhat familiar voice comes to your ear. It's all that person's fault for ruining my good plan. I must find an opportunity to secretly get rid of them. This voice, he is Jin Da-yong, the one who dueled with me. Let's continue to listen. I came here solely for fame and fortune, but she stole my limelight and now I cannot shine in front of others. It really annoys me. Originally, he still held a grudge about the competition on the dueling terrace. He complimented me on the surface, but secretly wanted to kill me. Truly despicable. However, it seems he's not a demonic cultivator. As you were lamenting that this trip might end in vain, your soul sense keenly detected a strange fluctuation and curious conversation from the adjacent room. A young woman's voice sounded. Elder, is there any important matter for me to be summoned this time? An elderly male voice. How's the progress on King Ning's side? The young woman responds. A new group of guest elders have moved into the palace. Taking their lives is as easy as picking fruit from a basket. We are only waiting for your order. Okay, let me get things in order and come to the old place tonight. Yes! Check it out. Could it be possible that the King Ning recruits guest elders year after year at the dueling terrace for this reason? The King Ning should not be oblivious to this matter. Perhaps he even colluded beforehand. Who would have thought that Yifeng City, while appearing peaceful on the surface, is actually shrouded in turmoil? I'll continue to secretly follow her and see what tricks they play. Outside of Yifeng City. It's already late. Why haven't the elders shown up yet? Could something unexpected have happened? Heavenly demon called disciple. Heavenly demon called elder Xu Jing. It seems you've become lazy in your mind after staying at the King Ning Manor for these few days, to the point of even bringing your tail to see me, which means you are being tailed by someone. What? Please forgive me. Oh no, I have been found. Demon Clan early foundation with I don't know what build. She applies vulnerable to us, which increases the damage she deals with every hit, and then she does a bunch of multi-hits to benefit from vulnerable. Pretty simple. This should be a very simple final roll. We just do this. Perfect. And she's now dead. And oh, she had the golden light weapon. Cool. Useless thing. Get lost. I'll deal with this girl. You hear the music. The boss music. I sadly had to tune on the music a lot since it's way too loud otherwise. I love this boss music. Early golden core. And most importantly, if you're playing a poison build, the poison cleansing pearl. Oh, when I played my poison build, this enemy was so annoying. He also has +5 speed, can deal some damage. When his health is below 30%, he deals more damage, absorbs more chi. Okay, this is a useless art. Similarly, he can convert HP into shields to lower his life to get those benefits, and lose life to get more chi, but he doesn't really have any amazing art. Plus an additional, double kill is how you deal damage. I see. So it's us versus a golden core cultivator. Hell yeah, let's go. Let's see what we can do. Should be pretty simple right now. Let's do it like that. 220 entanglement. Yeah, I like this build. And I'm still full blocking. My god. And now he has 130 still remaining. Probably do something like this. Yep. and I need to go for Ivy Guard 656. Okay, this build is looking good. And since we did a cross-level battle, we get some additional bonuses. What is your purpose for sneaking into the King Ning Manor? Sneak in? We are the true honored guests of the King Ning Manor. Do those wandering cultivators even deserve to be mentioned in the same breath with us? With the support of the Xuandao sect, why would Prince Ning ally himself with the likes of you and dirty his reputation? If it weren't for us, do you think that wood skill alone could have saved his life? And as for the Xuandao sect, faced with eternal life, would they still obediently step aside? Mortal lifespans have an end. Only my Taoist alchemy secret technique can keep your youth forever. You refining medicine. You're plotting against those cultivators just to refine medicine. You ignorant fool. Being able to cultivate the greater longevity pill and gain lifespans is a blessing for us heavenly demons. Before he could finish speaking, his originally arrogant expression suddenly became one of extreme fear. Just as you were about to inquire about the reason, a strange spiritual energy expanded, and the old man in black robes twisted and contorted. In no time at all, his whole body turned into a pool of stinky black water. The other, the girl, the heavenly demon cult disciple, saw the situation was not good and tried to flee by turning into a streak of bloodlight. You felt a sense of danger and you were about to go after them when suddenly, with a swoosh, a sharp sword pierced through the air and pierced the body of the young disciple. Who? Fellow Taoist, a white-caped cultivator says, don't panic. I mean you no harm. I just intervened on your behalf when I saw that disciple of the demonic path trying to escape. You followed us? Oh, I happen to possess some breath restraint techniques, but they are not worth wondering. Feels like an MC. Like breath restraint techniques are necessary for any main character. In any case, the matter concerning King Ning's manor is complicated and has nothing to do with you. Knowing too much will not benefit you. I've been investigating the Wang, like the royal family, for quite some time now, and you've helped me with a small favor, so I'll give you a chance as well. You currently are at the Foundation Establishment Cultivation. This secret art for core formation is perfectly suited for you. Take it and enlighten yourself to aid in your future core formation. After saying these words, he smiled and disappeared. Since this matter is related to the demonic sect, I should report back to the White Emperor Pavilion. And we can head over there and get our last secret technique. This is number 5 for core formation, and by reporting back on this quest progress, this is related to the King Ning Manor. We get this last one. Please speak quickly. The King Ning Manor is colluding with the Heavenly Demon cult. In order to extend his life, King Ning has resorted to trading with the Heavenly Demon cult for the secret arts of using living humans as medicine to prolong his life. So that's how it is. What's wrong? I have a good friend who once joined the King Ning Manor as a guest elder. Recently, he messaged me saying he had been entrusted by King Ning to go to Ningzhou for some business. However, since then I have not received any more notifications from him. Now that I think about it, I'm afraid he... My condolences. No matter what, helping me is considered avenging my dear friend. Moreover, being able to investigate the collusion between the Heavenly Demon cult and the King Ning Manor is a great achievement, and you should be rewarded accordingly. What do you want? I have a secret skill of formations, like in this case core formation, the small heavenly exhalation, an earthly sword technique, or an artifact, a sword artifact of superior grade. We take the core formation secret art. There you go. And that makes number 6. So we are essentially ready to go for a golden core. And here, if you try to head in there, okay, not yet, probably in a year, it will say it is basically being locked down and you cannot enter. Now we can learn both of these techniques. Now, one more thing I am definitely interested in before I even consider becoming golden core is completing my master's requests. We should be getting more of them soon. Core condensing pill again, and a crystal. I don't care too much about the crystal. Now I think since I upgraded my spiritual eye or my cave, I never showed this, but now my speed is at 190%. The maximum would be 210 if you upgrade your formation 2 more times, but that's probably not happening in the near future. Perfect, and as mentioned, we just have the exact same rotation. While I do not need more 5G pills, I just want to showcase that it's possible to get more. Also, I just realized there's a Firegate Elder. About the Imperial Sword Sect. Although this sect has been extinct for several hundred years, they did have some connections with our sect back then. The Imperial Sword Sect Master had colluded with the demonic cult back then, and many of our disciples fell at their hands. It was only with the help of nascent soul experts from the 5 sects that we were able to eradicate that cult. Colluding with the demonic sect? Exactly. When the Imperial Sword Sect's collusion with the demonic sect was discovered by our disciples back then, it was then investigated by Elder Flamecloud and the then chief inner disciple together. When the deeds of the disciples of the Imperial Sword Sect were exposed, they directly turned their murderous intention towards our Fire Sect disciples who were investigating. The 2 sides engaged in a fierce battle on Mount Joey, with our sect suffering heavy casualties, and our then chief disciple even perished in the battle. Anything else? Nope, I am good. Thank you for your information. We are now at 52%. We can learn the Tongming sword, which is not that good. But let's talk with him. Old man, did you remember something? I remembered some scattered scenes, a huge ancient city, ruins everywhere, cultivators from various sects, and a sword. Sword? Is it perhaps this iron sword? Do you remember the origin? Yatao, this memory may be very important to me. If I can return to that ancient city, perhaps all the mysteries regarding my identity and this iron sword can be solved. A huge ancient city in ruins. All of the sects have been there. If Ningzhou really had such a large-scale ancient city ruins, we should have gone there already. Perhaps this relic has been sealed by some restrictions, or it may be concealed with an array. But since we know this information, we should be able to learn more. Understood? Let's find a way to dig up some rumors on this. Do you have some information about the ancient city ruins? I saw records about ancient city ruins in ancient books. Have you ever heard of them? Could it be that the ancient ruins you are referring to are the Gu Yuan city, or is the ancient ruin city something like that? Gu Yuan city? Speaking of the Gu Yuan city, we have to start with the holy versus demonic war in Ningzhou 10,000 years ago. When the demonic path invaded Ningzhou, the target was directly aimed at Gu Yuan city, the largest city in Ningzhou, where a massive battle of epic proportions took place, even involving the deity transformation ancestors. Due to the intense combat, a terrifying space rift was created, ultimately causing the entire Guyuan city to be transported to another dimension. Another dimension? So, how can we enter this ancient relic? Due to the intense combat, the Ningzhou ancient ruin has now fallen into a space rift. In order to enter that space, one must forcefully break through the once in a thousand years weak point. According to previous records, this weakness often appears near the Zuilo Valley. At that time, those with advanced cultivation can attempt to forcefully cross the spatial barrier and enter the ancient ruins. An entire city swept into another dimension. That's truly unheard of. Although I have never entered this ancient site before, I have heard that every time the site is opened, cultivators with a nascent soul cultivation or buff from all over Ningzhou will enter to explore it. Over the past 10,000 years, countless rare treasures, precious artifacts, and inherited techniques have been lost in Ningzhou, and it's only by entering the ancient ruins that they can be found. Such an opportunity the sects will certainly not miss out on. Thank you for your guidance. Anything else? Nope. What's up, old man? Old grandma, sorry. It seems that the ancient city ruins appear in your memories are the Ning province ancient ruins that are set to open every 1000 years. Carefully calculating the time, perhaps you were one of the few who entered and explored the ruins. Not bad, yeah, that's what I think too. The next opening is 439 years away. Although you can enter with a golden core like cultivation, it may be difficult to survive unless you have nascent soul strength. In those ruins there may be treasures and techniques that have been lost for many years. But to have a chance in those ruins, both strength and intelligence are needed. In the following time, please gather more information and make sure to cultivate yourself. In my opinion, our information is already sufficient. All that matters is cultivation. And let's be honest, till the year 500 we have a long time. Our current goal is more becoming golden core. We did all of these, okay, very good. I think there's one more quest in the inn right here, Guangling City Inn. How come the big brother hasn't come back? It's been so long already. What's up? Fellow Taoist, I see you're troubled. What's up? You may not know, but my big brother and I arranged to meet at the inn in Guangling City. It has been over half a month since our agreement, but I haven't seen any sign of him. I hope nothing bad happens. Do you know where your eldest brother went? He must be gathering medicinal materials near Fang Mountain. But that area is within the territory of my sect, the Bamboo Mountain sect. Perhaps unexpected events occurred? Yep, perhaps unexpected events occurred. Let's head here. I never actually went to this place. Okay, ups, soon. A mysterious cultivator. I didn't expect those wandering cultivators we went to catch actually have some skill. My spiritual energy has been damaged this time. I'm afraid I'll have to heal. It's all because that old guy was overly cautious and did not let me reveal my true techniques. Otherwise, how could I have been injured? Capturing wandering cultivators, could it be related to the disappearance of that elder brother? Let's observe in secret. You followed him for a while, only to see him speed up and slow down, and between twists and turns he disappeared without a trace. Just as you regretted losing the person, a faint cold laughter came from behind you. Next life, Don't even bother with such trivial matters and you can live longer. Late foundation, and he has bamboo mountain sect techniques. Oh no, is there a conspiracy happening in our sect? I'm now injured, so I'll let you go. He said this and ran away. What a strange method. It doesn't seem like a usual technique, but more like demonic magic. Although I'm not entirely sure, it's better to go back to the White Emperor Pavilion to report. As for the storage pouch, it should belong to the victim. Let's return it. Not looking good for your big brother, not looking good. And what's up with this? I don't even bother with tier 3 herbs anymore. That is too low level. And here we are in the inn. This is my eldest brother storage pouch. Did you find him? You tell him all that happened and all you've seen on Fang Mountain. It's all my fault. If my big brother hadn't helped me gather herbs and to refine alchemy, we would not have encountered this kind of thing. Don't be too sad. That dead cannot come back to life. I believe that since this person dares to commit evil at Fang Mountain, our sect will not sit idly by either. You're right. I'll head towards Bamboo Mountain sect and ask their elder to avenge my brother. Thank you for telling me all this. I have nothing to repay you with. These pills were refined by my eldest brother before he passed away. I hope you can accept them. I can't use them though. Instead, we'll head back to Dueling City. Now, obviously, we do our usual stuff. Check the Spirit Herb Pavilion. Nothing amazing. That's something I wanted to do upstairs, is buy some of those talent pills to give my Taoist companion, just to increase her talent a bit. And now we head to the White Emperor Pavilion and report back on that quest. Urgent report. Recently there have been numerous wandering cultivators missing in the Fanghu mountain area, and they have been captured by evil cultivators. I have fought against that devilish cultivator, although I cannot confirm whether he belongs to the demonic sect. His methods are certainly not orthodox. Okay, I understand. That's it. I understand. 3,000 spirit stones. I feel scammed. That's nothing. Okay, my Taoist companion is not even here. But you can see this is currently really bad in terms of value. As mentioned, it can go up to 5k per month, and this is like 1,200 or so, if even. So I want to give her some additional aptitude. But now let's learn these swordfight art. And the way you give someone those pills so they can use them is you either give them the pills or you trade them the pills. Trading the pills means you get some of your money back, since they essentially buy it. And we'll just do that. There you go, 15k. Currently she has qualifications of, I don't know how much, 55. This is another mod just to look it up, because, yeah, auto-translator is causing issues, but it's my bad. And I think we're doing pretty damn well. We now have the master tasks left. I probably need to redo this since we have done all of that. We have done this, we have done all of this. What we can consider doing now is getting my chi down to 70k in the next episode. In the meantime, get to late foundation stage. Then at some point, I'm guessing year 85, we'll be tackling golden core transformation. And most likely in the meantime, we could learn some other techniques as well. Or we also focus on body Dao, since we need this for the nascent soul breakthrough. But that's it for today. I hope you guys enjoy it and you stick around for the next episode. Have a great day and see ya.